Risk of Rain 2 has mods. When the fuck did this happen? I recently got back into Risk of Rain 2 after getting a bit bored of the game a few months back. After a few runs, I noticed the boredom was starting to creep its way back in and was starting to realize I was a little too used to all of the characters and wanted something consistently fresh, as my Kubi Goblin brain tends to get bored quite fast these days. So as I thought I was coming to another close of playing this game, I got a random video recommendation on YouTube, and it was a sniper mod for the game. At this time, I had no fucking clue mods even existed for Risk of Rain 2, and was quaking in my boots, knowing the potential of what I could find through modding. I instantly looked around and eventually found the site I would end up using for all my mods, link in the description if you want to download them. I prioritized only character mods for the most part, so that's what you're going to see. The first guy I came across was the Enforcer. A badass, big SWAT guy that could manhandle my fucking ass cheeks on any given day of the week, and I wouldn't peep a thing. He's a slow fuck though, slow as hell. Feels as slow as me after I have a Big Mac meal from McDonald's and feel like I gained 30 pounds. He's got a shotgun and a shield, which I didn't like at first. It just felt like a slow guy with low DPS. But I wasn't even at all familiar with him, so I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. I noticed you mainly just want to keep your shield up and use the extra fire rate you get from doing that to kill most of the enemies you come across. Sure, you are going to be immobile, but you take no damage from the front and deal way more DPS. He's also got a tear gas, but I only use that to run away like a pussy because it slows them down and allows me to cower away as I struggle to even last 10 minutes above easy difficulty. He's a pain in the ass to go solo with until you get him pretty upgraded because he's pretty much just a slow tank character, but I don't even know if you can do co-op with mods because I'm that new to this. I haven't looked into modding enough whatsoever to know if co-op is even eligible for modding. The next character though is the Sniper. The only reason I even know about modding in this game is because of a video surrounding this character. The Sniper is pretty much the exact opposite of the Enforcer. You usually don't want to stay still for long at all with this person or you'll get melted in a heartbeat. I was dealing with that pretty badly on the first stage. The Sniper is probably my favorite character I can imagine using, though considering I have decent enough aim to consistently hit my shots, unlike some people I know. And the Sniper reloads their gun after every single shot, which I didn't like at first, but grew to be a pretty satisfying mechanic. At first, it felt a bit slow with me having to reload every shot, but as I became more used to the character, I became efficient with a reload, and after just a few attack speed upgrades, I was killing enemies left and right. The best thing about this character though is probably how fast you'll be killing the bosses. There is nothing more satisfying in this game than when you take down half the boss's health from a single shot. Overall, this character ended up fitting my playstyle well, pretty much perfectly, and I ended up having a much better run than I did with the Enforcer. That roll ability fucking sucks though. It's terrible. Why the fuck would I want to go backwards? To dodge an enemy attack? I think I'm just going to shoot them in the fucking face, no thanks. The final one I'm going to go over is the Miner. He does look a bit different for me in the video, but that's only because I got a skin, so he has a sword and a hammer. That is the only reason he does look like that for me. This was easily the best as he just runs through mobs of enemies and tears right through them, making you feel the most badass as possible. He runs around with 2 pickaxes and swings away, and as you get kills, he basically just builds rage and starts to rip and tear at a weeb level of speed. Sure, he is only a melee character, but with him having an explosion skill causing everything nearby to take damage, aerial enemies aren't a problem. This character is pretty much just the best one out of the 3. There's really no competing against it. His DPS is higher. His health is not really a problem with how mobile he is. He's not going to get hit too often. With the explosion attack, you can keep enemies at bay. And you can also take out aerial attacks with that. And you also have a nice little double jump on top of everything to stop from fall damage. Or just get away from an enemy if he's right on your ass. But yeah, after only playing a select few mods, I can say I've already dumped well over 5 hours in this game after discovering mods. Which is more than I've spent in the last 6 months playing this game. Overall, I'd say the Sniper was probably the most exciting and fun character to play, while the Miner was the best by a mile. Nobody even comes close. The Enforcer was still fun, but early game was just too slow for me. I'm a lot more faster paced of a player. I like to get around quick. I like to play fast. I'm planning on making more videos on modding for this game in the future to check out more characters and maybe even other types of mods if there are any. I'm not really sure if there are. Comment down below if you know about that. I'd love to get some recommendations on some mods in this community. It's pretty cool. I'm glad I discovered modding for this game as it revived my passion to play it. I was in a bit of a drought. I'm definitely glad I found this. I'm going to see myself playing this game a lot more lately. It's about time. This game's a good game and it deserves my playtime. Hopefully, if you are in the same boat as me, it'll revive the game for you too. Hopefully, these characters will be able to help me too to consistently play above the baby level difficulty in the future for once.